Hear ye, hear ye. The Constitution is set to be ratified. However, we should not ratify the Constitution without addressing the concerns of an overbearing federal government. These federalists would have us in a system where the states would not get to govern themselves. Preposterous. The states should have a say in the federal government. As an anti-federalist, it is my fear that the federal government will become an overbearing, bureaucratic institution that would end up violating the basic human rights as given to us in our Declaration of Independence, of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes, governments are there to protect these rights, but in the means of enforcement, will they not overbear and overreach? Please come to your senses. This new federal level of government will inevitably become too large to keep in control. What happens if these checks and balances fail to do their duty? What if this government doesn't protect the basic human rights endowed by our Creator? What shall we do? Shall we fight another revolution to overthrow a government that was meant to take us away from the tyranny of Britain and the royal crown? Shall those who were against the tyrant become a force of tyranny all their own? Shall we be taxed without limit after we fought a war against taxation without representation? We need a common currency. Our present weak coinage and conflicting notes have ruined trade and burdened the farmer. Should we listen to Montesquieu in his idea that government should be constructed in suitable circumstances to the genius and shortcomings of the people, as well as a range of other circumstances? A Bill of Rights would secure our liberties in writing and show that this new government is answerable to the people. The Federalists argue that the judicial branch will protect people from tyranny and balance it out. But I beg to consider this. What if this branch were to be corrupted? What if all the branches were to be corrupted? Would it not be the same tyranny we had departed from with the British? But who will look out for the rights of our common countrymen? If this government, which in the Articles of Confederation failed to look after them, how will it succeed if we cannot look after the people responsible for our food? How shall it protect the rights of all without installing an aristocracy? Well, if the Federalists were to have their way, they would have us observe the laws of nations beyond the United States. Not to mention, they would rather have us more towards a strong executive monarchy, and then they call us anarchists and say we endorse criminal activity. Hamilton and the Federalists' intent to do good has its natural limits, but they fail to produce safety that shall look after those who may not have their voices heard. How do we protect the people if the government presses a tyrannical and authoritarian thumb down upon them? Who will look after the rights of the smallholders? Clearly, the first attempt at a federal government failed. What guarantee have we that the second will not fail as well? Shall we not lose more good men? Or shall we fight until liberty is truly dead? On behalf of the farmer, I shall not give up that fight.